Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming to join Lauren, my partner in this project, and myself in this last presentation of my thesis work titled Ad Astra per Aspera, which is Latin for To the Stars Through Difficulties. This project has gone through many evolutions, but just began as an exploration of spiritual embodiment and storytelling through movement. My goal was to craft a narrative using an archetypal character, one who transcends adversity through movement. And I chose Lauren to be the dancer that we would explore together this character. And I decided to use a mixture of many different forms, including meditation, improvisation, reflection through art and poetry, as well as specific somatic forms, which two of them called body, mind centering and authentic movement, to try and kind of discover what this character might be. My role through this process was as guide, facilitator, director of Lauren's creative energy, and she brought a lot of trust to the experience. I compared us to partner dancing. There's the leader who takes care of the partner and the follower who is just to flow and trust that that is happening. The forms body, mind centering and authentic movement are very rich and often used in a therapeutic setting. Body, mind centering looks at the organs and the wisdom that is in the body and in the organs. We do improvisations based off of imagery or information about how these body systems work and see what arises. We specifically looked at the heart organ and some also with the cells. And authentic movement, another form that is used in a therapeutic setting, involves two people, a witness and a mover, where the mover often, they close their eyes and they are invited to move from an authentic impulse and just allow whatever comes from their body to come out in movement. And the witness is there to hold the space and watch and also allow what arises in them, just non-judgmentally observing. And we were amazed and surprised what came out. Yes, we had performative intent. We want to create a story and have something to show people and perform. But we found ourselves in this process that all of a sudden seemed like we were doing dance therapy. And we're like, this is so amazing and fun. We're having this great journey together and like, whoa, this is crazy. And I have some of the journals that we did that you can see we just like mapped things out and we're coloring, and it was a very rich process between the two of us. And at a point we need to start asking ourselves questions. How do we share, come in, welcome. How do we share this rich improvisational somatic thing that we're doing together with an audience? That brought us into many exciting questions and discoveries that we have been answering to this day, and still will be answering with you guys together right now. Is how do we invite people into this to also be a witness and to also hold the space? As performers, we feel that we're really in a trio of facilitator, mover, and audience. And we as performers hold the space for you guys to be here in the work, also having your own experience. What will happen next is we will all go outside together and you'll be invited to sit in the chairs. And I'll lead us through a short meditation, kind of a taste of what Lauren and I did together to get you guys a little more kinesthetically into the work that we're doing. And then at a point, I'll end the meditation and I'll shift my focus to Lauren, really directly guiding her. And then at another point, I'll start to recite a poem that arose from all of this work that we did together. From these improvisations, Lauren wrote a very beautiful poem, and that is what I'll be reciting through the work. At another point, Lauren will travel, and I will invite you to follow along and respond to her traveling. You'll be welcome to choose whatever vantage points you like and travel in whatever pathways you like. And from there, the journey will ensue. So I invite us now to go out together. by just taking a moment, acknowledging where you are, just being in the space, whether that means looking at it or with your eyes closed. Just be here and arrive. You can continue to choose if you'd like your eyes open as you listen to my voice and as I guide you through a short meditation. Sense how you're sitting in the chair and start to feel a sense of tallness. Feel rooted. Feel your sits bones and your pelvis nice and rooted into the chair. You're connected to the earth. And from this rooted feeling, your spine is stacked up easily. Stacked up and lifted. And you feel a sense of tallness and ease. The top of your head lifting easily into the sky. Start to pay attention to your breath, taking in deep breaths, deep, full, and luxurious breaths. Breathing in the space that you are in. This fresh air that you feel blowing against your skin. Breathing this in into your lungs. Become aware of the other sensorial things in the environment, the sounds, other things that you feel, the sun or the shade. And now bring attention to your heart, beating in the center of your chest. Just bring your attention there. Place your hands on your heart if you'd like. And just acknowledge your heart, that this is my heart. Feel it, breathe it. Feel or sense its pounding in your chest. I'd like to ask you now, as you're holding your attention with your heart, to recall a memory or experience that brought you great challenge. It may be something that you're experiencing right now. Something that may be confusing or painful. Something that you're struggling with. Don't understand, and that you may wish to bring greater healing to. I invite you to let this memory and experience come into this space. Bring it right now to this space and to this journey that we'll go on together. Bring it with you. Now you can simply let go of those thoughts. Have them floating peripherally in your attention, there to call upon whenever you'd like. But your full attention is no longer there. You're easy again, free and open. And from here, I invite you to open your eyes and enter into the space anew. and enter into a space of being a witness, allowing whatever to arise. Surrounded by the debris of her own ship. Tumultuous waters had wrecked her, and she could not catch a grip. Tumbling through violent pain, she sought only immediate relief, but the angry winds that tossed her kept her in misery and grief. Loss and absence were all consuming. But she refused to surrender. Little did she know that this was the only solution to mend her. She fought and never allowed. Wanting only to keep the vow that she was okay, though disarray had captured her soul and made her empty where she used to be whole. hoped was there. Walking blindly away from her past. Look back, she did not dare. On she marched, in search of a light. She only hoped was there. Walking blindly away from her past, look back she did not dare. Walking blindly away from her path, look back, she did not dare.
Out of 138, like, just taking me a while. It's like all review, so it's not hard, it's just like nothing to do. It's really hard.
Once far along the path she traveled, she found boldness. Looking out, she felt suddenly awakened by a feeling of hope. Finding rapture in what used to be doubt. Though she stood separate at this time, she found the boldness looking out, detached from old emotion. She felt acknowledged by the world around her, immersed in self-devotion. She felt acknowledged by the world around her. Immersed in self-devotion. the moment, she did look back and caught a glimpse of her demise. The regret, the guilt, the angst, and the sorrow of her eyes. Realization that fearsome. Escape was never bliss. Because it's so hard of being present. Forcing her deeper into the abyss. An abyss of anguish. Resisting, she fled. She thrashed and she wept. Her pains, her mind. It kept her shackled from the sentiments of her heart. And the resulting anger that came, it ripped her mind apart. This is me. This is me. This is you. Her heart cried out in revolt. It beat rapidly inside her chest, screaming to the mind to halt. To come to a place of stillness and accept the heart's convictions. Allowing herself feel the ache of her own afflictions.
Okay, we need to do this stat.
And though the mind was a skeptic, it began to repeat the phrase, This is me. This is me. A chant of courageous praise. And carefully, it opened the chains and let emotions loose. She could now feel and breathe once more. Her mind no longer a noose. She shook with lack of control. But her ship had now been recovered. Her grief, though quiet, hovered. So inch by inch, she raised her sails. with the hope that swirled in her veins. She sewed stitches on the wounds, left scars in the shape of a heart. The part that had once terrified her now became her art. And finally, feeling peace and harnessing that hope, she stood upon her feet, as if pulled by an angel's robe. Twine at her fingertips and scars along her bow, she bore her past for others, reminding them that now the guiding force of hope had given her a shove. And now healed from her hardships. Had to share was love. Marks the end of our somatic journey together. And I just offer to you maybe a last closing thought. The memory that you might have recalled, the experience that you brought up in the beginning. What possibility is there for us to look into these things with a different perspective? Or love. Ad astra per aspera, to the stars through difficulties. Thank you all so much for coming and joining us on this evening. I invite you inside to share in some healthy, heart-healthy treats. Thank you.